can help take care of that.
We're about to find out as we have our GLs, our HS, and we've got Cha1n up here as he's going to be getting that spawn right on the rocket launcher, heading back over for an LG. It's going to be a play back up to the Mega here pretty soon. But Ved is actually putting some pressure on it, wanting an LG of his own and getting a little bit of damage off, even coming through the TP. Nice. But there's the orb to punish that play.
He kind of had to go for that, because if he didn't, he would have been stuck in a really bad position. So nicely done from Cha1n to work his way out of a terrible position there. Vdmk really put on the proper pressure once he hit that initial rocket through the grates earlier. So it was a good move from Vdmk, just an excellent play from Cha1n to turn it around.
And it's going to be a play at the jump pad. Did Ved not hear it?
I just don't think he I don't think he expected him to just sit there.
But even if your opponent like moves over towards Mega, like they hear the jump pad and game over, man.
That or he could have anticipated that maybe Cha1n would just go straight for the Mega, so then he's stuck at a distance. But good job realizing that he's likely to be pushed and setting the trap.
Yeah, well, speaking of traps, there's the Ghost Walk. It's a good avoidance, and we've seen some intentional suicides today. I don't think that was one of them.
Me neither. But who knows? He might have been so weak he just wanted to end the round and start over. Some people do that.
Yeah, mulligan.
Round 2, fight.
Well, here we go. It's going to be Cha1n getting a similar spawn. No rocket launcher for him though, but he's got the LG.
Nyx from the start here. Okay. Wonder if that's intentional or on accident.
Going to be swapping sides, but it's going to be Cha1n getting both Mega and Heavy Armor. I mean, all this LG coming out of Ved is still great. Almost rockets himself again. He's got to be careful there.
Little poor LG from Cha1n there. He could have punished him a lot more.
They're both looking for a rail, but Ved's a little bit low. Got 8 seconds to Heavy. Cha1n actually moving in through LG to get some more ammo. I like this. And back up top map, yeah, if Ved wants to stick around, it's going to be tough. Barely mistimed that. And yeah, with the orb, Cha1n is using that 100% just to maintain item control. He's getting bounced around this Mega. I mean, finally Ved can pick it up. Uh-oh. Gonna see this repeat itself. Almost.
That was a nice drop-off from Vdmk. He should have died, but like, it was a really nice play.
I think the footwork there was kind of interesting because I think Cha1n was panicking about falling down the jump pad, and that's why he moved up towards the ledge more than he needed to.
Cha1n's first mistake was not anticipating like the predictable thing. Like, be ready for the predictable thing, that he comes through the teleporter and tries to steal Mega. Like, that's a play that Nyx will make, because if she gets the Mega, then she can use Invis, right? She's going to try to go full speed. So he was just ready for it. He probably could have got the frag and been in the lead here, but Vdmk turned it around with a really nice play, which was kind of reminiscent of Claus-esque, actually, with like the low health, really tricky all-in at the end.
Activated his desperation move, but he's showing some respect to the big old lizard. Not enough respect to avoid just like LG
his
the whole
hair.
time.
Like, what had happened?
It's tough when you're Nyx. Gotta wake up in the morning, comb rockets out of your hair.
A little shrapnel.
Takes a lot to get it looking like that, you know? Just that shiny. Alright, but Cha1n's able to take the frag back, evening things back up, catching Ved in a tough spawn, and yeah, getting the read that he's not going to go for the orb. He's going to be taking all that shaft, though.
Cha1n, again, like he was against Valkyr, playing for the weapon denial as best he can. As soon as he hears that, get out, please.
Yeah. There's a corner to avoid. I mean,
you don't have rail to, like, try to get him off of that.
Oh, and a good read down towards the rocket launcher. He's trying to deny with the spit. It's good at rocket damage, but Ved's still got enough health in order to take that. But
he needed one more good rocket to kind of justify that fight.
Cha1n gets such a good spawn on LG, though.
And even though he didn't get much damage, that dual wield right there just allowed him to survive. To survive, get away, and guess what he's going to get? The heavy armor.
Yeah.
And they both aren't collecting vials at the moment, so it's going to take a while for dual wield to come back in either player. Beautiful rockets. Good patience.
Oh,
very
nice.
good patience from Vdmk there.
Yeah, had to wait that one out. I mean, it was tough, especially under the line of fire, but that'll tie up the rounds 1-1.
That's something that a lot of players that are struggling to get to the next echelon. Remember, with your rockets, sometimes it's better to wait that extra half second to set up a good, like, direct or a good bounce, rather than just trying to constantly fire immediately one after the other. Sometimes it's not the best to go for the midair. Like, you should keep bouncing him, because then his aim is
unless you're really trying to set up for that frag video.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you're in dire straits and you have to hit it, you know?
Yeah. Ooh. Neat play. Just unghost walking right into those nails. I like that.
Vdmk's in a little bit of trouble here. Might get away.
He's playing the corners nicely. And yeah, there's that jump doing some good, but Cha1n just barreling in, getting the damage done, and Ved is going to be on his own Ranger. We got Mega up as well. And
He should orb up. He should,
yeah.
Nice. Yep. He noticed that as soon as that Ved was at rail, that there wasn't enough time for Ved to have gotten Mega and gotten to rail. So he knew that the item was up. He's like, all right, let me get this full control and control high ground. Doesn't matter if he has railgun, as long as I eliminate the angles, then I can maintain control, which is exactly what he's doing. No, what are you doing?
No rail for him. Shotgun would have done
Kids,
it. Or machine gun.
That's what I'm talking about. Why go for the midair? Switch to a better weapon.
All the kids will think I'm cool, mommy. Gotta be cool. All right, well, that's going to be
Winning is
Cha1n's Ranger
cool.
down. Yeah. All right, so Ved taking away Mega. Nice bout of armor for him as well. As we've got Ved just keeping a lot of pressure on.
Yeah.
He's kind of chasing through all these weapon pickups, but not quite able to catch Cha1n, so Cha1n's able to keep him at rocket's length.
So Cha1n threw away a for sure frag, and now it's tied 1-1. But he's not in bad steads because he's BJ and he's got dual wield ready.
Oh no. Orbs right into his
nice
face.
rocket.
How many times have we seen that not go his way? But yeah, there's that 5 turning into 125 very quickly.
Yep, just deny this for a bit. Good job. Still deny it, still deny it.
Oof.
Wonderful bait there from Vdmk.
Don't go for that 25.
Kind of has to now.
Well, not the one in the corner. Oh, nice. Knock him out? Nope. Still going to be waiting for that passive to kick in. Looking for the rail.
Nice.
Got the hit. 2 seconds to Mega, but he's going to be leaving it in favor of the armor room. Yeah, Ved's not going to go for this attack.
I like this. Cha1n is trying to be ready for constant aggression. Like, he's obviously been watching some of the games and like trying to play against his opponents. You saw the bans that he made against Valkyr, the ban rather, and the picks of like Doom trying to deny like strong rocket fights. He's trying to really hold corners and deny LG battles as best as possible.
Oof. In the meantime, Cha1n is just having to take away every 25 he can. Oh, here comes the LG, but what was that you were saying before about not pulling the trigger and then popping the ult?
Exactly. Even if he did it properly there,
yeah,
I think Vdmk
it was going to be
caught
tough.
him. Yeah. Did a good job of sleuthing out where he would be and how much damage he'd done. And now the problem is, he didn't have to use dual wield to win that fight.
Yeah.
And Cha1n's got sword leg. So all it's going to take is a nice little double LG, or if he has nail gun. Double nail gun is really good against sword leg, too.
And the top of teleporters making me nervous, but Ved is taking away the armor. He's got a huge stack. Like, even a full face of spit wouldn't be a huge problem for him.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is the blinding effect. That's
yeah.
it.
Right, he's still giving some respect here, though. Trying to see if Cha1n's going to come back through. But Cha1n had the right idea as well. They're both reading each other fairly well.
Vdmk's been getting a lot of good like bits of splash to keep Cha1n low in the last like minute and a half.
Oh my god. It's a great angle for that LG as well. It's going to pop him right back through into the heavy. It's an attempt with the trap, but that is going to be another roundup for Ved.
Very well played. So yeah,
Prepare to fight.
Cha1n, man, throwing away that fight,
1 minute
all
warning.
risking it for the biscuit, man. Can't do that, especially if you have like LG. You know they're weak. Just finish them off.
Depends on the biscuit.
Depends.
But we got
Perhaps.
Ved actually getting that LG spawn. That's bad news if you're playing against Ved. But he's going to know that Cha1n can't get back over to Rocket, so that's going to be a freebie for him. He's also willing to make the bet that Cha1n is not going to commit fully to the railgun room and just kind of play out by the nail, trying to go get his own LG. So he's still wanting to deny him here.
He's playing very, very intelligently around rockets and LG.
Jeez.
Nice decision to go for heavy first.
But
He gets
that's
both
Cha1n
items.
getting an LG at the very least. But he's taking a lot of damage, and there's that rocket out of there. That orb is going to do him none good, except maybe covering his exit. But an exit into what? With 3 HP, Ved still taking the frag with
And
his own
saving
lightning.
the invis.
Yeah. Yep,
Which is
because that's
perfect
why you
usage.
need it. Oh, but this 25 though. Okay, okay. That 25 is a tricky one. Well, untrusted. So Heavy's coming back up, and we're catching a little bit of LG from Cha1n.
wow.
What a great rocket though, just denying him that shot.
It's good patience.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Nice. Alright, so Cha1n's going to be down to his Sorlag. It's going to be Sorlag to save the day this round. Or is it going to be Veil of Nath going to Ved?
That's correct.
All right.
Mega's not up for a while, so.
Yeah, you can see that Ved wants to get in, but not before getting that Ghost Block.
Cha1n might actually be about out of rockets. Like, he was spamming a lot on the lower corridor, and then he just used like 4 or 5 more there. He might already be out of rocket. Yeah, okay. If Vdmk would have been paying attention to that ammo counter, probably could have caught him out there to win the map.
You can decide how lucky he wanted to feel. But again, this LG is just insane. And Ved kind of traded that play to rockets with Ved being able to pick up more LG ammo himself. So he's going to be eating that rail. And of course, as a Nyx, he can't take too many of those to the face, but he's going to be taking some health back, expecting Cha1n to commit to this play from Nailgun.
Yeah, you saw he aimed his LG wide. He thought Sorlag was going to be coming in super fast.
Right. Not just, you know, playing the corner, but playing the corridor. All right, so here's the play for Mega.
That's a nice, actually, shotgun area with Nyx is a very nice area to fight from with the jumping.
Oh my god. All this LG, here comes the play forward. He's going to be back into it with a great rocket. Yeah, Cha1n is definitely reeling from that fight. Going to be coming into the rocket launcher health recover. That's like the red room health in Corrupted Keep, which is the next map we're going to, consequently. But that health is just, you have to know that your opponent's not going to collapse on you there.
Super well played by Vdmk. Even when Cha1n was putting on all that pressure in the first 2 rounds, like, first 3 rounds rather.
Yeah.
He was playing really smart, wasn't getting flustered, and just did a good job of trying to establish dominance. And his play with Nyx right now has been very reminiscent of Cypher's, actually.
Yeah.
From what I've seen him play. Like, the way he's utilizing coming out of Invis, even when he's a bit weak, like, he just knows the limits that he can push right now. And it's going to be tough to deal with.
Even if you're looking for that one more rocket before you actually leave. You know, not leaving in the Ghost Walk, but coming back out, one more shot, then you leave. Because for that split second, at least you're going to be making like a rocket or rail from a position that is a little bit ambiguous.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it's really hard to read where Nyx will be most of the time. So, like you said, you can normally get at least 1 free shot, maybe more depending on how it goes.
How greedy you are,
So,
yeah. I mean, we saw Ved only have 33% LG there. Bit of a far cry from the 50 he was rocking earlier.
Yeah, but I think he did it's because Cha1n was trying to deny those fights, as well as I think Vdmk was doing a good job of knowing like to spam and hold corners with LG, so that if Cha1n keeps pushing, he'll take a lot of damage. So that's why like you can't always take the numbers for what they are. Sometimes like spam will just make them.
Yeah, it wasn't running right into the LG like bot mode kind of was.
That's 33% overall, but when he's like in fights, it's like 50 plus.
It's all of it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but there we go. We've got. Is that the
same
right way
lineup
around?
from Cha1n? I mean, probably Vdmk, I'm guessing. Okay, so looks like Cha1n is going with the Anarchy pick. So we'll see how that turns out.
On Corrupted, yeah. So there's a lot you could do on Corrupted with Anarchy. Just there are enough like pools of health. This is one of those maps where you've actually got like multiple like 50s kind of scattered around. They're not like all over the place like in well, Ruins, for instance.
Yeah, yeah.
So if your Anarchy gets away once, then they've got the option of whatever amount of health they want to take. You know, take it from Red Room, take it from Boneyard, take it from Heavy Armor. They've got options.
The one thing, it is good that they nerfed starting shotgun a bit, because if they didn't, Anarchy would probably be running super rampant right now. Like being able to quickly close gaps, and with how fast shotgun was.
Oh my
Nice
god.
by Ved. He should get the. Nice LG. Oh, they
That's
trade.
a trade, yeah. That's that switch that cost him just a little bit there.
I kind of wish from Cha1n there he would have just let him live. Like, go collect the heavy and leave him weak. But he got the better spawn, actually. Vdmk did.
Yeah. You're right, though. It's a gamble at that point. Like, whoever dies, they probably get that heavy.
Oh, that's, like, terrible. He gets the for Cha1n, because Vdmk got the kill and the Mega right after. He's probably going to go collect this armor, on his way to heavy. Cha1n's weak. I think he already kitted.
Yeah, as an Anarchy, you never want to get caught at this armor, though, but he's trying to AD for everything he's worth. He's still incredibly low on health. Going to take away at least 125 here. But he's going to get knocked off by this LG and trained down by Ved. Jeez.
I'm telling you, this kid knows how to apply pressure with LG.
Indeed.
And what's annoying against his Nyx is because he'll be overly aggressive, and use it as a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're not ready for it, he'll super punish you and... Oh my god. Bye-bye, Cha1n.
Can't get back up, though, so Ved's going to leave it. Oh, is Cha1n going to give it back to him? Maybe. This could be totally free.
Oh, wow.
Cha1n came back into the fight. He's going to be there looking for this armor. It's not going to be there. And Cha1n goes down. Wow.
Nice chase down from Ved. Yeah, he knows.
He went from,
can't go
dang, he got away to, oh, hello.
What? What's that rocket? So random.
Fantastic rocket, as Ved's going to be pretty low. Mega's up. Is it worth it?
Using
Can hear him
sounds
stomp
very
around.
well to figure out which item to go for here.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Because he was in big trouble, and now he's actually like looking pretty damn healthy. And Cha1n he doesn't have dual wield right now.
Alright, but Ved's still running around with his LG. Got a bit of time before Mega comes back up, and it's been a little bit of time since we've seen Cha1n even enter in on this atrium, so we won't have his own. But he's trying to make it happen with dual nails, but at this range it's a little bit tougher. And yeah, Ved's LG is just too strong for that.
Suspect.
Yeah.
Why do that? Facepalm. Just.
Alright, well, Heavy will be in Cha1n's hands at the very least. As much good as that is for an Anarchy.
Oh, it's better to have Heavy as Anarchy
If you're denying it, yeah.
because of the overstack of your kit.
Right.
Like you have a built-in Mega almost.
But he's having to play this window as carefully as he can, but he's got to be careful. Never turn your back on a drug. That's going to be Ved popping back through TP. And with 4 seconds to Heavy, I mean, Cha1n's already here, but that means he's standing still as an Anarchy. It's going to be a little bit dangerous getting that speed back up. And Ved that was actually a good play from Cha1n. I appreciate that. Ved was expecting him to immediately bounce out of armor and head somewhere, but Cha1n took his time.
Dude, Cha1n made the right read there. He just got unlucky that he didn't land that first rocket. Nice rocket so far. He needs to get out.
And Ved showing that he can cross the map just as quickly as an Anarchy.
Good job, Cha1n, understanding he can't fight for this Heavy, that he really made a big mistake. And that he's trying to live the fight every day. But, nice catch. Or is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. yes, it is. And yeah, he hasn't really been using the orbs to try to catch an Anarchy mid-air and go for a telefrag. Not trying to shove him up, but just getting that reposition for the LG. This map is like really clever with the geometry, with like sight lines and what the corners mean for how much you can chase somebody. Yeah. It's a favorite in those terms, but
yeah,
Ved
this
is
is one of my favorite
short-circuiting that.
maps to play.
Yeah. Of course, I say that, and they both go for the orb on orb. Two Rangers running at each other, the rock'em sock'em. And that's going to be Cha1n's rocket. Knocking him down.
But I think he's dead. No? No? I'm surprised Ved
he didn't go for the 50, though. 8 seconds for either item. He's got his orb back up. He's got another 25 here. But
run to
yeah.
What doing? Oh my god.
Does
man.
he just like hear the Nix and go,
I would just
oh,
be
it's
like,
just a
let me
Nix.
orb to the Mega. Like,
Yeah.
but he went for the all-in. Took so much damage.
It's good timing for Ved, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hit it. Ooh.
And Ved, even at 50 HP, is relying on his LG a little bit here. Not going for the Red Room 50. They could be clashing up here. But it's still 3 seconds to the Heavy. Cha1n's going to be up top. That pop nearly gave Ved the perfect angle. And indeed, Ved's still on top of him, looking for the last little bit of damage with that LG. Still chasing.
Oh, wow. Ved was going for the right aggressive play. He just kind of slipped up and let Heavy slip through his hands. And Cha1n managed to sneak away, and he's doing all right.
And we get to hear the pain sounds for a little bit at least, so that's a reward. And so Ved taking away small armor. 6 seconds to the heavy armor. Ved's going to be on the wrong side of the map for it. Cha1n, for once, has the ability to kind of set up in an item and go, okay, this is mine.
Yeah,
he's going to leave now.
A little breathing room.
Yeah. But Ved's trying to set this trap on the Mega, but it's a pretty clean pickup out of Cha1n. It's 1 rocket out of Ved, but not quite enough to negate the bonus there.
Pretty lucky to jump over that rocket like that. Ved set a nice trap, just didn't get anything from it. I think if he hit that there, you would have seen dual wield and Invis popped, and that probably would have been a huge fight.
Well, like you said,
Is he going for the tele? Nope.
no, he's going to let that Mega go. Coming up here to the red room is going to be a little bit risky. So he's looking for some sonar rockets.
Nice MG damage.
Yeah. There goes all
Dude,
of Cha1n's overstack.
Yeah, he didn't take one bit of damage.
And this pressure out of just every corner Cha1n walks around, he's taking damage. Alright, but nice little bit of tribal. Stabbing back a little bit here finally. Trying to play this corner with rockets, but there's that wall jump again.
He's utilizing it so well, and it's like it doesn't seem to matter what angle he's shooting at either. His LG is just doing enough damage all the time, and sometimes more than enough.
Like you said, down goes Anarchy. And that is going to be GG called out there for another map up for Ved. Is this going to be a shutout?
Yeah, is this about to be a quick day? Like, I'm hoping Cha1n brings this back, man. Like,
yeah.
He was playing pretty well the first map. That second map, not so much. He looked a little lost sometimes.
Yeah, running into a few of those gave Ved that 40% LG again, so we're right back to status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 maps up for Ved. Cha1n's gotta dig deep.
He might need to match Nyx for Nyx so that he can try to get... Because some of these fights he does start first, but he'll need to force out Invis and then follow up with Invis, like chase him down or something. Because right now, Vdmk's Nyx is alone is winning him.
Yeah.
Like the way that
he's using it effectively. The Soar leg play wasn't really much of an effect at all. He wasn't even able to really use Anarchy just to avoid fights and kind of set up something nicely.
He set himself up that one time nicely at Plat, looking down at Mega, and then he didn't hit much, and then he got locked out of the map. And I think it was one of those where, like, do I commit, do I not? And he just didn't deal enough and got punished for it. Yeah,
and what you want to see against the Anarchy is just that hit and run. Just, okay, I know Mega's coming up right now, so I'm just going to fly over the top, throw down a rocket, and be on my merry way.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe he should have started Anarchy instead, you know, like come through the bottom if he doesn't have LG, like going the speed of light.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe get out of the room before Vdmk notices and can, like, actually, like, fully punish him, you know, like catch him in the air or something. And kind of equalize the map that way, but... We're going to Molten here, which is a completely different play style.
From both of those, both from Veil and from Corrupted Keep. But the speed could still be a big deal here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right, so as we load in, again, this is going to be match point for Ved. He could take the whole thing. First place, very nice, very clean. Let's see if he can put it together.
Both teams running Visor and Nyx. Looks like just... I think Cha1n is on Ranger and Vdmk's running BJ instead.
2, 1.
All right, but we're going to be starting off here on Cha1n, getting the spawn for Shoddy, which gives him a few options, but he's just not asking any questions. Like, all right, cool, armor, I'm going to take armor. Railgun, I'm going to take railgun. And he actually moves through it in order to take the top of the map.
You saw that Mega was up. Like, why not look at it with rail? Like, maybe trade some damage? I don't know. It's not like he wouldn't be able to get rocket afterwards anyway.
Right. He's looking pretty focused on it, but now he's back here in the rail room looking for maybe a close-range fight.
Yeah. I liked how he was trying to bait the vials, though, because it's likely that Visor used sight already and wants to get it back, so it was a nice choice. It didn't work out, but...
And at least that rail trade is going to be forcing Ved back over towards Mega. Cha1n could have maybe put some pressure on if it weren't for that jump cut. Oh. I mean, he's got the right idea here, just not connecting, and like you mentioned in the last map, he's been having some good traps. Just needs to actually connect with the shots. Quarterfinals, his weakness was his accuracy. Wasn't a problem in semis, and now things are swinging back to where they were. It's a fight worth having. He's trying to get the audio. Oh! He got just the damage off in another trade. Another map, another early trade here.
I think what he could have done earlier when Ved was pushing in front of the portal, a good move with Ranger is actually to throw the orb at the portal. Because if you don't get the chance to try to telefrag them there, if they go through the portal, you can activate, and you'll instantly go through the portal, get a second chance to telefrag as well. Or give you a better escape option as the guys like going there. So I think that was a missed opportunity, and he could have maybe gotten like a clean frag out of it compared to the trade.
Yeah, and now Ved's in a decent position. He's got LG even, so if Cha1n wants to leave, it's not going to be easy. And Ved did the right thing, just wait long enough where even if Cha1n manages to get out of there, it's a free mega for Ved.
And he's super stacked. This 75 overstack is doing a lot for light champions. When they're in control, they feel super strong. It's just being out of control sometimes is tough to deal with. Oh, 2 wrecked rockets.
I thought
So
it was
nice.
another trade for a second, but Cha1n's still at 50 health. He's going to need the 225s at rail. Ved might be looking for him here. It's
About
going
to
to
be
be
a sight back.
Yeah, and that's where Ved's got to
free rail.
even think twice about coming down here for the Mega, because
Railing again.
that rail had to be a wake-up call. Like, oh, right, sight, right. But he's still here for the Mega. He's still got the pickup. And he's
And
rocket jumping
nice.
right into Cha1n's face, and he gets the frag. What? Okay.
What a play, man.
Nothing went right for him at the beginning of that, and wow, just that perfect LG.
Such a good play. Such a good play. Even if Cha1n started LGing him, I don't think he would have won. But like, Cha1n had the sight advantage, and he's hit the initial rail. He needed to stay
Right.
to like hit the next one, and then
not
back
expose
up.
himself
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
But then he did, and he ate a rocket or something. It was really weird. That all set him up for failure.
But
No.
here, Ved, is he actually going to cross rail? No, he's just going to double him back as Heavy's coming back up. And Cha1n's nowhere near it.
Rightfully so. Don't go near it right now.
He's going to be sticking at top rockets.
Yeah, he needs to look to catch exit damage for like 2 of the items, and then he can maybe come back.
But dropping towards Mega would be dangerous for him. He's exposed his position. Ved's going on a bit of a chase. Get out of here. Oh,
Nice
he's eating a
rail.
rail. All right, good.
It may not do anything, but it was nice regardless. He's still
Maybe
stacked
totally
again.
pointless. I mean, it delays Ved just a little bit here, so he's going to be coming into this corner a little bit
What a
later. But
flick shot.
there's the shots. Holy shit, Ved just locking down every single rail. Underlining your earlier comment about holding that rail angle going to Mega.
1 minute
He would have hit
warning.
it too.
Round begins in.
All right, so 2 rounds away from Cha1n just
Round
not getting
2,
any luck out of
fight.
Ved here in the grand final.
And Vdmk, man, not really making mistakes.
Nope.
He's playing very, very well.
Taking away LG before the fight for Mega, and if he waited another second, Cha1n would have been dropping down like, hey, Mega, neat. There's no strings attached to this one, is there?
Maybe not this time.
Yeah. Surely not again.
What's the over-under on seeing knockouts for this map? We've seen so many today.
You know,
Like ring outs so
yeah,
far.
I would need to pull up the stats for that. I'm not a slasher.
I feel like we've seen at least 2 every time.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually the more cranial maps in Quake that end up having the most environmental kills. I don't know why that is, but every Quake 2,
You
Quake,
didn't hear the
Quake
rocket
5,
jump?
I guess not. I mean, Ved's still weak here.
He's fine now.
Oh, but there's the sight, there's the rail, and Ved is just out of sight.
Out of mind.
Oh, nice. Alright, well, Cha1n's almost out of options and out of time, but Ved's going to be a little bit empty on rockets as he's collapsing back here on Mega.
He doesn't
Oh,
have-
but
yeah, he
that's a
doesn't have
flashback corner.
rockets.
See, that's what I was talking about. Like, nobody really wants to play that corner anymore. Not since QuakeCon.
Yeah,
The corner's
yeah,
too
yeah.
spooky.
It's scary.
It was 2 matches that got nasty there.
Yeah.
Oh. It's alright. You wanted to go through TP anyway. It's a better play.
You tell him.
Yeah. Alright, so Ved looking for heavy pickup and actually looking for Cha1n to even show up or get near it, but he's not going to. 8 seconds to Mega. There's the
so
sight.
far hasn't punished one heavy in
No.
this game. Like, he hasn't sat above it or, like, come through a little late to do exit damage.
Ow. Yeah, just can he warp out? Oh no, he can't warp out! Oh, tragic.
Oh my god.
That's not how you want to lose your penultimate champion. That's not how you want it to go. He's like caught by rocket, caught by a rail, caught with LG, had an escape route that few other champions have available to them, and he couldn't quite make that.
Feels bad, man. I've
yeah.
been there.
That's rough.
Yeah, and it's about to be even worse. Boy is gonna RJ up.
Nice.
Oh, nice getaway
good.
from Cha1n, actually. This is that frustrating point. You want to steal that armor, but you can't. You just to justify doing enough RJ damage to steal it is not worth it.
Oh, but Ved a little bit late on reacting to that teleporter. It's going to be a double-triple teleporter with cheese. As
Will
Ved
Cha1n
is-
get his first heavy in a while? Yes, he does.
Congratulations, he wins the map. But coming through TP, wow, again, just the anticipation on that rail. good shots coming out of Ved. I mean, he's still got the stack to kind of absorb a lot of this.
Trying to bait it a little bit. Nice.
Wow.
Ooh, he hit that.
Alright, but Ved back up top map. Hasn't lost a lot of his mega just yet. Looking at collapse, but yeah, you can hear Cha1n running away. So he's going to be
Cha1n
ducking
has
back over towards
invis
heavy.
again. Cha1n, oh man. Cha1n knew he was coming there. He should have invised and went aggressive.
Alright, so that one rail could actually help him out, but he's actually committing to a close range fight. Like if he was going to be coming through that elbow to Mega, it might have been safer just to play the longer game.
I agree. Like he should have either held high ground there or went like back towards Mega. It's like the predictable route that you're going to go
Mega, yeah.
for. You're going to go for the vials, like you just used invised. So, like I said, Ved not making mistakes. Cha1n letting certain opportunities slip through his fingers, and Ved is just punishing it. And Cha1n doesn't seem to have an answer.
Not yet. He's had a few rounds to work one out. Rails certainly seem to be part of it, but these two whiffs aren't really going to be teaching Ved any lessons about not pushing it on this armor. And Ved has that read right here on the LG. Cha1n is locked down.
Nothing you can do. Seriously, I'm just watching this and I'm like, I just feel sorry for Cha1n because I don't think.
The tragic one was that dire orb.
Yeah, I know.
Like he was caught and was like, all right, fair enough. I'm going to take my beating here, but I'm going to get out. Oh, but there's the orb. All right, a little bit of compensation. See if it's enough for a round.
Please.
All right, so Ved's going to be on Nyx. Cha1n's looking a little bit overexcited, like, what do I want to do here? Well, armor's going to be the answer, but he doesn't get any damage out of even that second rocket. Armor goes into Ved's hands. 3 seconds to Mega. Is this worth it?
I got an orb.
Can he make it 2 for 2 on the orb? Well, you can pick up the Mega at least, but still, all this LG, Ved is just so dangerous with it. And these 225s are going to be so readable. He's got a rail, but he can barely afford to peek. In fact, he can't.
Interesting. He might be able to... Oh, he messed up picking up the bubble. If he didn't, he would have been able to contest for heavy, actually.
Makes you feel nervous, just like watching people miss items like this. Yeah. Another orb. Wow, he jumped over that rocket, but he's still looking for an exit, and there's no way out of it. Someone's going to die here.
Oh,
and it's going to be
not
Ved.
What in the world? How is this boy alive?
Unfortunately, he's on the exact opposite end of the map from Mega, so this frag doesn't really net him any control. 8 seconds to heavy, and honestly, he's a little bit light for it. And yeah, Young Lord is going to have all that LG. He's going to be able to show up to the heavy and be ready to fight.
Yeah, you just heard the rail pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking for the all-in. Oh, he's in dire straits. Okay, wisely taking this as he heard the jump pad to go up to shotgun. The other one isn't safe, however.
Bye.
Oh, ooh.
Okay.
What would have been the sick move is for Ved to RJ and go through the portal immediately because
Yeah.
you don't expect that, and he's like there at machine gun. I think it would have caught Cha1n out.
I think he was trying to calculate how quickly his orb could get up there. Alright, but it's going to be another heavy going over to Ved.
Smart to RJ up.
Yeah.
To be quick and potentially painless.
But he's putting himself opposite of Mega again. But Ved's trying to push in. This is not the corner to do it on, though. Ved's got to realize that. But he's doing it with the dual LG. And
oh, no!
he knocked him out of the map, taking
That's
the
one.
round.
That's one. Can we get 2?
Prepare to fight.
Wow.
Ved didn't deserve that.
Well, Cha1n didn't deserve that orb earlier, so
3, 2,
Or did he?
he's out of there.
fight.
For a second, I was like, wait, what? Did he have a secret totem back there or something? That 100 damage rocket, just enough knockback. Okay, so Cha1n's going to start with all the info he can gather. Still means no free Mega for him, though. So he's going to be leaving that out. Ved, unfortunately for him, is going to have that LG. And if they both wrap around towards the heavy... Oh, he's setting another trap here at the elbow, but he needs to back out. He's got him up against the wall.
Ved somehow got the entry rocket, which was crazy. And he
6
got
HP.
a lot of damage.
All right.
Nicely done.
Turning it back around with the orb, getting a little bit more confidence there.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Dueled? No? No, he didn't just...
Nice. Actually, yeah, from the stairs there, it's tough to hit rockets, it's tough to hit LG. Even
Figured
if
he would
had
just duel with machine gun and see what happened, but...
Alright, Cha1n is one frag away from turning this into a 5-rounder. And he needs it in this, if anything else.
I think everybody in the chat is a Cha1n fan at this point.
At the moment. Let's see if Cha1n is able to keep his pace or put something down. 6 seconds to Mega. Oh, but we got Ved finally laying the trap, but that's a 100 damage rocket. Ved's going to need to ghost out of there. Doing another bit of rail damage.
Doesn't have rail yet.
Mega up. If Cha1n can turn this into a 15-second split, then that would be really good for him.
And he did.
Yeah.
So now he'll get the trifecta, the unholy trinity. Oh, but he just got piped. If he got railed there.
Yeah. He doesn't want to go the way Ved did last round. Alright, but he's still able to rotate items, so as long as he's doing this and Ved doesn't have a way to challenge him,
then it's
fine.
just buying time. Yeah.
Just don't get caught in mid and rocket jumping across mid, orbing across mid. It's ways to just own these items. Oh! Or just catch him with a rocket right between the eyes. Round 5, here we come.
That
Cha1n.
one didn't go between the legs.
Well, that's for later, I'm sure. We could still see a map coming out of Cha1n.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Alright, so Cha1n getting the spawn on Mega. I think that's where he spawned last time, too.
Yes, that's correct.
Alright, so he's going to, again, realize that, unfortunately, Ved's going to have that first LG.
Yeah, and he met his doom at Bones here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time it's going to be coming from the other side, and this time Cha1n's saying, nope, not today. This is my Mega.
And he should have sight first. So
Is he expecting Ved to have not taken a rail yet?
I think so.
Okay. In fact, he's going to be a little bit late.
Okay, it looks like
for
he's
that armor.
delaying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got good info from the site. Coming up
So it
this
should be
jump
like
pad would be a
7
little
and
bit
12,
dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah. Ved's expecting him down there. Rocket jumping across. That's dangerous. Almost puts him
Nice
into the void.
escape. Oh, one more. For either rail or good rocket will do it.
7 HP.
Oh,
He's looking for the rail shot. Oh, and LG from that distance, just one cell of damage. Is going to be the perfect cell indeed. So, Cha1n down to his Ranger.
nicely done by Ved. Cha1n missed the shot. That was that. Really good, like, slow movement and isolation to get the health and the armor from Ved, though. It's really well played. It was like a tricky situation for both players, but he played it calm, and he made the right play.
So it was a telegraphed rocket, but Ved didn't get any info out of it. But who needs info when you got piercing sight? Oh my god.
All
Good
the
rocket, all
info.
the LG. Looking
All
for that
info
last
you
rail,
need.
doesn't quite get it. So Cha1n is still able to run this thing back to Mega and at least keep the items even. He's going to be a little bit later there, though. Ved had to hear that RJ. So he's going to be coming back through, expecting to catch him here outside of LG. But he's faster than he even needed to be. So Cha1n was a little bit slower, Ved was a little bit faster, and he still got a rail out of it.
Just perfectly trying to deny weapons right now and punishing. Could we see some more damage here? Even though he has Dire Orb, I would have loved to have seen Ved RJ into that situation. Go super fast to the point where it's like, how are you going to hit the Dire Orb anyway? And surprise him. But he's playing the safer game.
Yep, just whittling him down one rail at a time. Again, looking for the catch down here at LG, and nobody wants this fight. Everybody who comes to that corner just feels the hair on their neck raise and decides to get out of there. Now, if only the same could be said about this corner. It's going to be a bit of damage onto Ved, actually.
Indeed.
Armor's coming back up, and there's enough of a split here to justify Cha1n sticking this thing out just a little bit.
At least Cha1n, see, like we were talking about earlier, he wasn't ever positioning above to deal damage or whatever. He got up there and he positioned to listen for when the heavy was coming up. So at least is noticing he needs to play a bit different. As we've seen, you know, he's come back into this game from next to nothing. But right now he's so far out of control. I don't know what he's going to do with the information here for the heavy. He knows the timing. Will he all in for it or not?
Yeah, and he didn't need to lose that Mega either. Oh, 15 damage off that. It's going to tell Ved everything he needs to know. He's, committing to this armor and committing to these rockets. He's not going to be able to get through the door. He is down to Nyx. See if he can channel.
Against his counter.
Yeah. Oh no.
I would have liked to have seen him like spam some nails and switch to rail. Could have got the combo and just ended the game. Not even give Nyx the time to invis.
Well, now he knows that there's another good 20 seconds or so without the invis at all. Oh, there's some good
There's some
hourglass
no
pickups.
seconds.
Yeah.
It is
Ah,
up.
nice. Yeah, it's crazy, especially if you're playing, you know, somebody like Visor who can pick up the speed. Any of the faster champions, like there are so many hourglasses if you just do a loop around the map.
That was like
get it
even
back immediately.
clutch last patch.
Yeah.
Like on this map, you could collect them so fast. There's what? There's 5, 2 here, 3 there.
Yeah.
Then there's 4 more over by heavy side, like 2 above it and 2 at like underneath LG, which nobody wants to get stuck there. But
Oh, Cha1n's still here. And he's going to get it, and he's going to get out. Okay, all right. It was a good steal, at least denied it from Ved, but it's not like he did any damage here, so he's still going to be looking for the poverty items.
and he has to get 2 kills.
Yeah. Oh,
And
no.
it's not
Oh,
happening.
no.
Very nice.
Round 5.
There is hope for just a couple rounds, Rafa, but that is going to be Ved as our young lord for